Speaking of the game again, the game finally admitted that he was hurt, that he was at the Super Bowl.
We knew that.
I know, but he never flat out said it. Yeah. So let's play the clip, and then I'm gonna let you guys kind of. I'm not gonna play the full thing because I don't want to get copyright. I don't know where exactly to start at. That's the problem with this. Let me see. I'm trying to see if I can find like a. Actually, we have it on diverse mentality. I'm tripping. We have it on diverse mentality. Let me see. Actually, we don't. Why didn't you post it as? George, I'm gonna have to hit you up. I don't know why you didn't post it as like actual clip. But okay, let me play it.
I wasn't on the real reason I wasn't on the Super Bowl is because I'm not a safe artist. You don't know what game gonna do when you get up there. So it's just like he not safe. So they went with the safe artist.
How did you feel about that?
I feel like this. The Super Bowl is in LA, right? It's a Dr. Dre Super Bowl, but it is Jay-Z. But Jay-Z understands the dynamics of West Coast hip hop very well, right? And I don't think Jay-Z would have had a problem if Dre would have said, we bringing game on the Super Bowl. Number one, outside of myself, I also think that YG should have been on the Super Bowl. If it was a New York Super Bowl, you might have saw Jay-Z, you might have saw Nas, you might have saw Mary J and 5EO Foreign and Alicia Keys, and you might have saw anybody, because we on the West Coast are the only that have this crab in the barrel mentality where we want to keep down or don't do things based on what somebody else might think it looks like. Snoop Dogg was there because Snoop Dogg is safe and he a legend. It's like Snoop. My grandmother knows Snoop, and so do my children. You know what I'm saying? So it's like Snoop is an icon. Dre is an icon. M is an icon, but M is not from LA. 50 is not from LA, and I'm not taking away from the fact that they were on the Super Bowl, but LA have been on a Detroit Super Bowl or a New York Super Bowl. It just wouldn't have happened. The Rams was in the Super Bowl, bro. LA, all around the Super Bowl, and I don't get the call. So
how'd you feel?
I was hurt by that.
Thank you. Thank you.
I was hurt.
Thank you, gang.
Yo, and let me tell you. Snoop didn't do me like that. Kendrick, it's not his Super Bowl. It's not Snoop's Super Bowl. I talked to Snoop about it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Snoop was like, cuz, if it was my Super Bowl, cuz, we'd have been in that, Right. And that's my uncle, and I love him to death. I feel like Dre should have called and said, why? I would understand that, because I talk to Dre. I talk to Dre often, and I just felt like, I just know if I was Dre and he was game, he would have been up there. That's just it. It's LA. Right. And I am LA. Like, I am LA. I'm in the streets.
Right.
And that's it. So yeah, it hurt. Now, am I bothered by it today? I'm not bothered by it today. I feel that it was an amazing Super Bowl and it was a win for our culture as a whole. Right. I just felt like if it was gonna be in LA,
Right.
Money, power, media can make you believe anybody is great.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, again, man, M is an outstanding rapper.
Of course, they mentions Eminem, of course.
Yeah, he doesn't mention 50.
No, he wants to go against Eminem.
Yeah.
Because 50 doesn't care about music anymore.
I
Anyways.
mean, like I said, the only person that could have switched was Kendrick and Game. Like, everybody else deserved to be there.
So Game's point of view is that it was a Los Angeles Super Bowl.
Right.
You need Los Angeles rappers there. That's his point of view. What Game fails to realize is it doesn't matter that it's a Los Angeles show. It's Dr. Dre hosting it. It's Dr. Dre's show.
Yeah.
Even if it didn't happen in LA, if it happened somewhere else and they called Dr. Dre, because no other Super Bowl is about the region of the artist. Mm-hmm. Like I don't remember. Was it when Michael Jackson did the Super Bowl? Was it from where was he born? I forget, man. Michael Jackson. Kentucky. Was it Kentucky?
I think so.
No, that was Muhammad Ali. Forget where Michael Jackson's born. Let me see. Gary, Indiana. So let's just say they did Indiana Super Bowl. Did they say, "Oh, Michael Jackson wasn't for wherever they performed that Super Bowl at"? Michael Jackson, they should have brought an Indiana artist there. No, they never said these type of things. The fact of the matter is, it was Dr. Dre's show. So Dr. Dre only had 12 to 13 minutes to put on a show. Who is he going to bring? the two usual suspects, Snoop Dogg and Eminem. Those are the two biggest of his career that he's always had a role in and played. Now, why did 50 Cent even show up there? It was all because of Eminem. If it wasn't for Eminem saying, I want 50 Cent to perform, 50 would have never been there. That's just the reality of it. Why did Mary J. Blige show up? It's because of Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre wanted her. Dr. Dre wanted a female there. He felt Mary J. Blige is the one to fit in. That's Dr. Dre's choice. That has nothing to do with West Coast, East Coast, this, L.A., New York. It has nothing to do with that. Kendrick's been cool with Dr. Dre. They've been working, always building a great relationship. Kendrick's been blowing up, dropping hit after hit. That was after the damn record. All these. So Kendrick is Kendrick. Now, if Game would have been there, that would have been cool. But Game is the weakest out of all of them.
Yeah.
When it comes to sales, commercial, all that. Let's be 1,000,000% honest. Mary J. Blige sold more records. Kendrick's way more relevant right now than him. Correct. Snoop Dogg sold more records. 50 Cent sold more records. Eminem sold more records. Dr. Dre sold more records.
And they're all way bigger than Game.
Way bigger.
Way
all
bigger.
Of them. So why is that like Game? Here's the problem with Game. Game can't recognize that he's the one that burned these bridges.
Yeah.
Had he been cool and never had issues with 50, he probably would have been invited that time to the Super Bowl. Because the reason why 50 even got in there was because he's cool with Eminem, never disrespected Eminem. He did disrespect Dr. Dre a little bit, but it was more on a playful disrespect. People always mention that, 50 disrespected Dr. Dre too. He's not loyal to nobody. No, he did it in a joking way. It was about Beats by Dre versus SMS Audio. It was never nothing serious where he said, fuck you, Dr. Dre, you're a piece of shit, and all made diss records and all that. He never did that with Dr. Dre. It was very, because Dr. Dre showed up to the Hollywood Walk of Fame, all that stuff. Him and Dr. Dre are cool. It was never that serious beef with him, and it was always label issues. That's all it was. That's it. So 50's always been loyal to Eminem, Dre, so that's why they brought him up there. 50's also, more professional, also a way bigger artist in the game. Let's not glide over that and act like 50 is not the one who sold 40, 50 million records, and Game's sold probably 10 to 15, maybe 20 million if we count everything. That's double what Game's done in his career. And Game's dropped at least 7, 8 more albums than 50 has.
Right.
So I think Game is just, he has heard
commercially, it just wouldn't make sense too, man. Like,
what's Game's biggest hit? Hater or Lover, How We Do. Yeah. Now it includes 50. So 50 would have to split his time with Game.
No, I mean he could have just played like no. Actually, that would sound stupid.
Exactly. 50 would have to split his time with Game. So 50 already has barely any minutes. By the way, in the club was probably like a minute and 30 seconds, maybe. Yeah, it was about a minute and 30 seconds.
Yeah, but he would have to do in the club. As soon as he got done with that, switch it to the hook of the games.
But it'd be very short, man.
I know, man. It'll be very short, and then Game would just take over his verse, and that's it.
That would be way too short. He couldn't even do a verse on there. It'd have to be like, it just doesn't work, man. There's little time, 13 minutes to complete let's say Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Eminem, Mary J. Blige, Kendrick Lamar, 50 Cent, The Game. 7 artists in 13 minutes. 7. That's way too much to fit. I've never seen a Super Bowl with 7 artists in 13 minutes.
At the end of the day, like you said, man, Game did this to himself.
Exactly. And he regrets it. He's upset about it. He's admitted multiple times that he regrets doing it. I mean, it is what it is, man. You put yourself in a situation.
You could have been a good relationship.
With everybody.
Great relationship. With Dre, with 50, with M. You could have been a lot richer.
A lot bigger as an artist.
A lot bigger as an artist.
Everything.
Way more known by
by
more people.
Yep.
You could have been more to the public, not gangbang with 40 Glock fighting,
all kinds of
shit like that. So,
but yeah, that's nothing to take away from Game's talent. I'm excited for Drillmatic.
Yeah,
I actually really want to listen to the album
that's
badly.
the most album I'm excited about
Right now, yeah. It's Banks, Cotty 2 is coming to, I'm sure Dr. Dre's going to release. Kevin Gates delivers. But yeah, so I'm excited about the album. Regardless, Game's a talented artist, but he knows why he's not up there and why he was hurt by not being up there.